On this episode of OffBeat, Imogen Rose, Celtic kitchen parties, and adultery. Stay with us.
This was an instance of dating somebody with whom the red flags were innumerable. Dude, she's not faithful to you. No imo, ciao imo. I know, it's a devastating plot.
OffBeat! The show about getting weird with weirdos. Nerds. The best kind of human. Every week, we talk to a star. An NYU student musician who's cool as, man! Yes, that intro is scripted and will be repeated every week. Who do we have with us today?
My name is Imogen Rose.
My first question is a little bit about your name. Can you break down your name for me? Why you go by Imogen Rose, the other names that you hold?
Okay, well, I go by Imogen Rose for music, as Rose is my middle name. And I don't even know how to say my own last name, honestly. I say it differently every time.
Can I hear it?
Chiasson. Well, in Canada, they say, depending on what part of the island you're on, where the name is like, where my name's from, it's Chason or Chason.
What's the island?
Cape Breton, Nova Scotia.
Cape Breton, Nova Scotia.
And it's a small, like, mining, fishing, beauty island that, I found out that it has a history of being this sort of place of retreat for artists. Like, Robert Frank, who is this photographer who made these funky, weird films alongside, like, Philip Glass and different sort of incredible artists and musicians, like, all sort of take refuge in this island, which itself is incredibly musical. I mean, there's a ceilidh. It's a Celtic music party every night in the town where I live.
Every night?
Yeah.
Wow.
Everyone on the island goes to these things, or if they don't go, it's because they're like a regular person, but they're very, no, not that you're not regular if you do go, but like the real party starts around 2 a.m., but they have music and these interesting workshops like all day, every day for 10 days. And then they have, the kitchen party after, and a kitchen party is where you have a party and people play music and they hang out in the kitchen. And everyone knows what this kitchen party is. So.
Love it.
Yeah.
So that's chiasson.
Yeah.
Chiasson.
Yeah.
Say
it in French, because that would be right.
Chiasson.
Yeah.
Something like that.
You say it better than I do. Yeah.
Oh man. So then why did it disappear?
Yeah, because it's hard to say. I'm also not interested in, I think, my full identity being the first thing available online, although it's not hard to find my last name. But I've gone by different names over the years. I went into high school going by Rose. I had a stint where I went by Mushroom. Yeah, and then I go by Imo. I've gone by Midge. I enjoy that every time I go somewhere I can offer a different version of a name. And I feel that I still feel a sense of like warmth when people that I met 6 years ago, 8 years ago call me Rose. And I know who they're talking to in myself. Sometimes I'm asking myself that all the time. Who the heck is this person that's talking to me talking to? Well, Imo I went by when I was studying in Italy because it's so much more like, it rolls off the tongue to a romance language like Italian or Spanish. Imo, ciao imo. And then I felt that I grew into Imogen when I loved someone who loved the name. And I read the play that it is in. And
which play?
Cymbeline. She's got this long distance lover and, this prince or something that she's in love with. All of his friends are like, dude, she's not faithful to you. Like, come on, you left her alone in Italy. Like, what the heck? Or probably not in Italy, wherever she was. And he says, no, truly, like, she's faithful. And, I'd like to see you try. So this guy, Ichimo, goes to wherever she lives, and he creeps in on her sleeping, and he sees that she has a birthmark on her breast, and then comes back being like, I've seen the birthmark. And it creates
what
all
an
this
asshole.
Turmoil. I know. But he thinks that the birthmark is a symbol of, like, them have had.
Right, because he lied about it seeming that way.
I know. It's a devastating plot. Yeah, I hate that.
I was going to ask you, the next thing I wanted to ask you about was Tucson. Tucson is your hometown. and I wonder how it sculpted you as a musician.
Yeah, so I started becoming involved with the Tucson music community, first through open mics, and then gradually through involvement with this venue called Groundworks, where basically they had me play once and then they kept inviting me back. And Logan, who runs Groundworks and puts his heart and soul into it, started also recommending me to other people or those who might have come to a show or who I played on a bill with, and getting to feel saturated with attention for my most heartfelt conflicts being turned into something that people could enjoy me for was hugely monumental.
You are somebody that I believe in. Do you believe in yourself?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Because I trust the principles that underlie why I do what I do. I write songs that I mostly am writing for myself because I feel like I haven't heard anybody else write a song about that yet. And I need a song for this exact moment, you know? I need to figure out, like, who the heck sees with these eyes and, you know, what the relationship between sort of God and consciousness and ego is. Like, yeah, I need a song about that. Like, I can recognize myself through this medium in a way that I can appreciate.
Do you still play any of your old songs?
No. I mean, it depends on how old,
Okay.
but nothing that I've released do I play.
What about the song we're hearing today?
I do respect that song because I think I wrote it in a moment where it was maybe my first real exercise in trying to draw out the nuance of, like, existence. I asked questions in that song that I was also seeking to answer through the song, and that I felt that I did. Whereas, I guess there's a way in which I put down my old music. It's all inquisitive, and it's all grappling with something. But Red Flags feels like the first time that, I don't know, that I wrote a good song about it. I don't know. I've always I like that song. Yeah. I don't know. I like that song, I guess. But I'll never play it. Like
On that note, let's play it right now.
Okay.
Red flags look like nice lights when you're driving too fast, too late at night. I saw the signs pass me by. Naivety is deceiving me. I watched you write your name on my skin. Serial lover picks another to win, then leaves her feeling foolish again. Shamelessly cause the pain in me. I thought that I knew you well, but even the devil's got charm in hell. Keep confusing the king with yourself. Rise and fall while I'm nothing at all. Still I stand aside to save your pride. They keep telling me to bide my time. Maybe I'll fall front of the line of girls you care to recall. And I know you don't know what it's like to get over a lover. You always have another just waiting for you whenever you'd like. Are you satisfied staying the night? And if you're coming back for more, check your options. You've forgotten won't give you the girl that you wasted before. Yeah, I made up my mind when I showed you the door. Showed you the door. Are you happy with the dishonest words? Set fires with trust that you haven't earned, but blame me for getting burned. up your God complex. 'Cause there's nothing coming next. Do you miss me, or do you miss the sex? I won't fall again for being just friends. And I know you don't know what it's like to get over a lover. You always have another just waiting for you whenever you'd like. Are you satisfied staying the night? And if you're coming back for more, check your options. You've forgotten won't give you the girl that you wasted before. I made up my mind when I showed you the door, showed you the door. Take me out into the desert, kiss me like you don't know better. Let me love you like I won't ever know. Oh, close the door with her behind. Promise it was just one time, but you understand if I decide to go. So I stayed and let you play the part, a charmer with a harmless heart. And what's so wrong with loving to love? Well, I know you don't know what it's like to get over a lover. You always have another just waiting for you whenever you'd like. Are you satisfied staying the night? And if you're coming back for more, check your options. You've forgotten won't give you the girl that you wasted before. I made up my mind when I showed you the door, showed you the door.
Well, one cigarette and listen to that song later, and we're back. There's something about this song that is catchy. When I make things, I'm afraid of making them catchy. There's something about making them accessible to the masses, to making them sellable, that seems inherently dishonest. But I think that's just a problem with people who want to be different. And I think that capturing catchiness is actually really hard and special. And this song has this catchiness to it, and it's a little like Glenzy. And it's a little Gen Z cliche. You say, pack up your God complex. Talking about a God complex, I feel like is so
Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Well, the discourse of red flags, you know.
That's another thing, the title.
Yeah. I do think it's Gen Z. I think there's a way right now where we're really interested in fixed terminology that we can identify with or reject in our own life, such as like, if A plus B equals C, then that's a toxic relationship. We love that. We eat that up, right? It frightens me to imagine to what extent people's relationship with their own like intimate side of themselves and the intimate side of others is actually influenced by this, because for the very fact that it is catchy and that's how you know it so well, it is marketable. I think I tried to push that a bit in the song. This was an instance of dating somebody with whom the red flags were innumerable. I had the sense that the narrative surrounding him of like, oh, he's a red flag, he's got this red flag, don't date him. This guy, everyone loves him, sort of the God complex thing. Like, he's cheated on every girlfriend he's had, or, I felt very much like shirking these notions of, oh, well, you see the danger, so stop right there. And instead being like, wow, I don't know if I'm going to date this guy in a week, but he just asked me out to go out tomorrow, and I'd really like to go, And wow, I know that he's going to show up late. I know that he's not going to text me back. I know for so many reasons that I am not going to be the center of his world. But I just fell in love for the first time, and I want him to be the center of mine. So, since I know this, can I do it anyway? And he'd said to me on our first sort of date, I really love to love. And I know I've had a lot of girlfriends, but I think I just really love to love, and I don't really know what's so wrong about that. There was never any question at all about whether or not this guy was gonna have a quick side quest, all right? I was interested in being, one of the main adventurers.
Do you think he cheated on you?
I know he cheated on me.
Would you call it cheating?
Oh, because I expected it? I was really upset that he lied.
What did
that
he lie
didn't.
about?
That it happened and he didn't tell me for weeks, which to me was humiliating because it perpetuated this narrative that surrounded him, which was that if you dated him, you were a victim. Yeah, I guess the narrative I felt was like, don't fall into this person's trap because as soon as you do, you're skipping all the red flags. And I think my declaration, this song is somewhat of a declaration of this. I want it to be clear, like, I spun my web. This person got trapped in my web, and I knew all of the complications that came with it, and I chose to fall in love for the first time with this person. It matched my expectations. I think I have different expectations now.
Do you know what he's up to now?
Oh, yeah. To an extent. Exactly the kinds of stuff that I would have expected him to be doing. He's a wildfire firefighter now.
Hot.
Valiant. Courageous. I don't know. Like, I never got the sense that I was too much because I was next to this, like, blazing figure of everything. And I liked being in that light. One time somebody came up to me and was like, I just heard you guys are dating, and I just think it's so perfect because he just is like, I don't know, he's like this kind of like he wears this vest and he just really seems like an old man. And then, I don't know, like, you look to you, Rose, and you're like this old professor, like, and you always dress this way or that way, you wear these shoes. Like, I just remember getting out of it like, we seem like a very old couple. Like, okay, I don't know. I have, what happened is that I got upset like 4 months after it happened. And I realized that I started to question myself. This whole thing, like this whole song, it's a directive towards somebody else, but the only reason I had to say that to him is because I needed to say it to myself, I was just upset that I cared so much about somebody who I felt could just move on, and the fact that they had been with somebody else was just an emblem of their endless opportunity. If you hold the entirety of a relationship in the hands of a one night with somebody else, that is so reductive to the rest of the relationship. So really, I think moments of cheating or adultery can be clear-cut signs of, can I be in a relationship with this person as I am? Can they be in a relationship with me as I am? You can crack underneath the skin of neuroticism or guilt or fear and just get to the feeling itself with another person.
Well, Imogen.
Yeah, okay.
Imogen. I love your song.
Thanks.
I'd like the listener to know that Imogen is bright red. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Julian. Thanks for your awesome, cool podcast for nerds. Let there be nerds.
Yeah. Vulnerable ones. That was episode 2 of OffBeat. OffBeat! If you liked our show, go check out our last episode to hear a song and stories by me. Also, check out our Instagram at offbeat.radio to see funny clips not even in the podcast. I'm your host, Julian Collet.
Tune in next time for some more.
Oh God, I'm so nervous.
Talk about things.
Okay, fair enough.